Thank you so much for watching The Real Source. In this video, I'm going to be talking about How to Steal a Country, a documentary that is currently streaming on Showmax. It is directed by Rihad Desai, and he is a veteran filmmaker out of South Africa. He has made very topical, very interesting documentaries that deal with social, political, and economic issues. I'm talking about documentaries like Miners Shot Down, The Bushman's Secret, and I believe it's called Everything Must Fall. In this video, I'm talking about this particular one, How to Steal a Country, and I tell you, it is a thrill ride. It is the story of two very ambitious brothers originally from India, Atal and Ajay Gupta, who are well known now in South African circles, very controversially so, and how they devised a high-level plan to capture the state of South Africa, hence the term state capture, through connecting with various influential individuals. They devised a scheme by which they would take over the procurement processes of state-owned enterprises and also corrupt to a great extent the prosecution services in South Africa. And so by maneuvering their way and basically hand-picking and anointing the appointees that would go into strategic areas of the South African economy, they were then able to enrich themselves and those around them. And so this is a tale like no other, I tell you. But it's not only made of villains, there are also heroes in this story. In particular, two investigative journalists who have also plied their trade for a long time in South Africa. And these two people in particular are the heroes in a sense, because they were telling the stories that were supposed to be covered up. They were really uncovering all of the things that were happening in South Africa around the period of state capture. State capture in and of itself is not a South African term. It is something that has happened in countries around the world. But as the documentary states, these brothers allegedly, I say allegedly, of course, because a person is not guilty unless they have stated their case in a court of law. But all of the evidence suggests that these brothers were quite cunning in how they orchestrated state capture and almost perfected it had it worked. But thanks to the voices of many people in South African civil society who were willing to speak out and even endanger their own lives to uncover what was going on, state capture did not go to the worst that it could have gone. And so this is a fascinating look at how all of these things unfolded. Yes, the ending doesn't necessarily leave us with warm, fuzzy feelings inside, but ultimately just the reporting, the heroism, for example, of the journalists, all of those things leave you feeling like there is hope for South Africa and indeed all of Africa if people will not be afraid to take a stand. So those are my thoughts on How to Steal a Country, the fascinating new documentary, well, not new, but new on Showmax, streaming on that streaming service. Once you've watched it, please let me know what your thoughts are. If you have already watched it, please share your thoughts and comments in the section below. I would really love to hear from you. But from me here on The Real Source, thank you so much for watching and take care.